Hello, I'm Amber Uper, and I'd like to show you a couple of old amplifiers from the 1960s. These are both Kent amplifiers, which was a small brand back in the 60s. This one is the Kent DR57, and this one is the Kent BA170. Now this is a guitar amplifier, and this is supposed to be a bass guitar amplifier. So let's take a look at the Kent, the DR57 here first. Alright, well the DR57 is basically a 14 watt amp. It has two 6BQ5 power tubes in push-pull, and it has two 12AX7s in the preamp, and the rectifier is a 6V4 tube rectifier. And this has a bit of an unusual circuitry. It's not the standard that people think of when they look at Fender or Marshall amplifiers or even Ampeg amplifiers. This is a bit different. This particular amplifier has a tremolo circuit, and it has a volume, a tone, a speed, and a strength. And the speed and strength are for the tremolo circuit, and it has a foot switch here to turn it on and off. And then you have, kind of unusual for some of these small amps, it has a power switch and a standby switch. And everything is on the front. Here's your instrument inputs. So let's take a look at the back. There's the back. Now this is something new. I put this on myself. Let's see if you can even see that in there. You might not be able to. I'll bring this up a little closer so you can see it. There we go. Now see that thing right here? That is the new power cord input. These old amplifiers had 2-wire cords, and they're not terribly safe that way. It's easy to get a shock from your microphone using a 2-wire cord. So anytime I work on an amplifier, I automatically put a 3-wire cord in it. So I did that on the back of this one when I repaired it. This came in to me for some repair work. I'm going to attempt to show you the schematic and the inside of the amplifier in pictures in this video. This is the schematic here. It's probably, you're not probably going to be able to see it, but the Kent, or this particular one, the DR57, the circuit in this amplifier is almost identical to the DR45, which was a combo amp that came out slightly before this one did. This probably was made in 1966. According to the date on the schematic, there's a schematic glued to the inside of this cabinet here. I copied it onto a piece of paper so that I'd have a larger version of it here. It's an interesting amplifier. It's a typical amplifier sound for a EL84 amplifier, 6BQ5/EL84. It gets fairly loud, and of course it depends on what kind of speaker you plug it into. Doesn't have a speaker, obviously, in the case. This is just a head. So, I mean, you can plug it into a 10-inch speaker, you can plug it into a 12, you can plug it into a 15 if you want to. Or you can plug it into like a multiple speaker cabinet, even a 412 if you really want to. Doesn't have a lot of power to push them, but it will get loud that way. So that's a look at the Kent DR57 guitar amplifier. Thanks for watching.